The fishing pole
Drinking
and
pod.
waiters, $1. Yeah,
It is a drinking pod. Hey guys, guess. Okay, guess what I have in this glass.
whiskey.
You won't know.
Let's go
Tybo
ahead and
Tybo is
go
a rum
with
guy, remember?
Yeah, okay, so rum.
he's got some scotch in there. No, he doesn't have
No,
scotch. Why
you
would
do
you
What?
say
not
that?
mix
That's
No, no, no,
scotch.
no, no,
There's
no.
no.
That's
soda
on me.
in
That's
there,
on me.
brother.
Like
That's on me.
if
That's on
this
me.
glass is this dark, you think I have some sort of scotch in here? You're fucking wild.
You
You
know
don't
what?
mix
I was
scotch.
just not looking correctly, okay? That's on me. I
I
said the
think you
wrong
should just
thing.
fucking tell us what you're drinking.
So it starts with a little bit of a story. I went to a liquor store not near my house while we were kind of dicking around at the yard for the scaffold crew,
At the ad.
and yeah, at the ad, and I go and talk to the attendant. I'm looking for something specific. I'm looking for Tuaca. Tuaca
Ooh.
is vanilla
What'd you call it?
flavored brandy. What? That doesn't even make sense.
That's someone who's very
That was
verbal in
terrible.
Boston. They're a talker. You gotta
Oh,
find.
yeah,
They
Tuaca.
talk a lot. They're
No,
a talker.
Tuaca, Tuaca or something like that.
Sure.
It's vanilla flavored Italian brandy, and I asked the guy if he's got it, and he takes me over to where it should be. He's like, "No, it looks like I'm out." But there's this thing, similar, different brand, similar spirit, I guess, called Liquor 43, and he
Big.
tells me it's got citrus in it, but it's just like Tuaca, and I'm like, well,
No, it's
Tuaca is
not.
not citrus at all. It's vanilla flavored, but I'll give it a shot. Like I'll kind of trust you. It's not the fucking same. Um, it's garbage on its own. The only way it tastes good is with coffee flavors. So
Nice.
I have some
He's not
Kahlua.
sleeping tonight.
I was gonna say, tell me there's Kahlua in there.
Yeah, but there's no actual there's not like actual coffee in it. It's just a mixture of Liquor 43 and Kahlua.
I hardly know her.
I don't. You are making these jokes
He's
that
on one tonight.
they don't even fit.
Boo.
But it's the only way that I can get my way through this fucking bottle of Liquor 43 that I would have never
Mm.
bought in the first place because
Yeah, I
this
know
guy
that.
doesn't
Yeah.
know his shit about liquor. He's just trying to sell me on something. But that's
All
that's
right,
my
then.
fault for being.
That's your fault for asking
That's
at a liquor store you've never been to.
that's
That's
that
Here,
is a good point.
You fucked up.
if we're on that subject now of bad liquor, what is it? What is your top five worst liquors you've ever had in your life?
Mm.
Top five worst liquors?
Top
Yeah,
five
I mean,
worst.
you gotta know what they are.
Oh, bro, 99 bananas or like any of the 99s. If you had any of those, like that's pretty
Fucking
bad.
anything that has a McCormick's label on it.
Yeah.
Evan
Corn,
Williams.
moonshine.
Four
Fucking.
Locos.
I need your top five on that. That's because there are some bad
Yeah.
ones out there.
I. I mean, well, that makes me want to do some.
What's the
Googling.
what's the Greek black licorice flavored stuff? Yuza or Uzo? That
Never
stuff's
had that.
rough.
But
Jägermeister's
number
close to that.
number
Yeah, it is.
one, it's not even quite a liquor. It's like an aperitif or whatever. But Malort from Chicago.
Oh,
That is the
I'll have
most
another.
god awful fucking. That is number
Yeah,
one.
that's
Everything
gross.
else sits below that as
Jeez.
the king of fucking shitty ass alcohol. It's
I'll be
disgusting.
honest, I don't really like what is it? I don't like brandy a lot. Like, yeah.
Interesting.
You haven't had Tuaca.
Tuaca's
Obviously,
great.
I haven't had
Tuaca's
Tuaca.
smooth as shit, but it's also a flavored brandy, so it's not like
Yeah. I don't
yeah.
like flavored stuff. Flavored stuff just like ugh.
Um, I'm gonna put UV Blue somewhere in the top five. It can't be too worst of the worst liquors. Just because like it tastes all right, but like it's more has to do with my experience of it because that was like a high school beverage, and I can't tell you how many times I've thrown up off of drinking UV Blue.
What about Everclear?
No, Everclear has its purpose.
They don't. I'm pretty sure they
Caribou
don't.
Blue, baby.
They might sell it now, but when I was in high school, they didn't sell it in California. I've never had Everclear before. They didn't sell
Keep
Everclear
it that
is
way.
super effective
Yeah.
in like giant mixed drinks.
Ah,
Um,
Jungle
we would
Juice.
do jungle juice, but so my my high school friends, we were not in high school when we were doing this. I promise you, because when we were drinking summer brew, that shit That shit could kill a man. But so summer brew is like beer and citrus flavors and vodka. But there was a few times that we used Everclear.
What type of beer? It's just like shitty light beer.
Yeah, Bush, Natty, whatever
Coors
whatever
Light.
you could get your hands on.
Nice.
You take some of the frozen
That does
like,
sound good,
lemonade,
though.
like Minute Maid stuff, squeeze that in
Yeah.
there. Get some oranges, some lemon, some
Like the
lime,
frozen
some-
extract stuff that they
Yeah.
the canned stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
But so yeah, if you really wanted that shit to hit, if you wanted that shit to get you fucked up off a couple cups, you put Everclear in that, and you're not rationing it, right? You're not like like use half the
Look,
bottle
look,
and
look,
save
look.
it for the next time.
No,
It's-
you
you're
take the
dumping
fun
that
stopper
whole
off and
fucking
you flip
handle
that
in
bitch
there.
upside down. Yeah, no, you.
And it's just in a like you clean a cooler out before you do it, and it's just like you ladle out of a giant fucking cooler, and you got
You used
like
a
red
cooler.
Solo cup.
We would use a big plastic tote box, just like a. Big,
I mean, same effect.
You know what I'm talking about?
Same effect. I feel like the
Grimy.
tote would be a little more flimsy than your cooler, but
Oh, definitely.
so
And
yeah,
the ice would
Everclear has
melt.
its
Oh,
purpose.
God, yeah.
And there was actually a night in college where we were doing a rush event. We were inviting the guys that were gonna try to join fraternities at one of our house parties.
Yeah, that's what rush events are. Yeah.
Yeah. But our president at the time said only drink beer. Like no getting super fucked up. And I took that personally. I sent one of our pledges out. I was like, go find me some Everclear.
Now,
he comes back, he's like, I couldn't find Everclear at the gas station I was at, so I got you some McCormick's whiskey. So I was like showing off.
Oh,
I was showing off in front of all the new guys, like taking pulls right out of the bottle, and did exactly what our president wanted us not to do. I passed
welcome to
the fuck
college.
out,
yeah.
blackout. They had to carry me home in our sober phone car. But I was taking a shit at my house, and my toilet is really close to our shower, and the shower had a kick plate that's pretty sharp. And I guess when I went to wipe my ass, I fell over, and I still have a scar on top of my head where I landed on the kick plate. But then, so there's a picture of me laying next to the toilet, and
Bleeding.
nobody noticed that there was like a slight pool of fucking blood around me, dude.
You could have died and
butt-ass
nobody
naked.
would have cared.
Yeah.
I wake up butt ass naked, not really knowing what happened. I jump in the shower and start just seeing red streaks.
Yeah, oh, that's
Like,
terrifying.
I'm
That's
freaking the fuck
terrifying.
out,
Yeah.
bro.
Oh my god. Did you kill the bottle? Did you kill that bottle of whiskey?
No.
I think so. I don't
Oh.
fucking know. How would
That
you
was
know?
one of my, as a young lad, that was one of my party tricks. I'd buy a liter of Dr. Pepper, and I'd buy a fifth of Jim Beam. And I would just like chug the Jim Beam and then chase it with the 1 liter, and I would like finish them at the same time. And then we'd go to a party.
So
So I guess it was a pregame trick. It wasn't even a party trick. It was a pregame trick.
I'm not the biggest fan of Jim Beam, but I don't like Jack Daniels more. And
No,
then
Jack
there's
Daniels is gross.
there's an off-brand that looks exactly like Jack Daniels, Evan Williams, and I feel like it just tastes the bad taste about Jack Daniels is just amplified with Evan Williams. So I'll
So
put
much
Evan
worse.
Williams
Oh, Evan Williams
as number
bad.
2 as the top 5 worst liquor because it's like
You ever
there's
had
like a
Old
nutty
Crow?
flavor.
You ever had Old Crow?
No, I haven't had Old Crow.
It's pretty bad. It's about as
I
bad
will-
as Evan Williams.
You hate on Jack Daniels. I will say Jack Daniels is the perfect whiskey to mix with Coke. If you're not a person who
Yeah,
has to
Brown's so
mix.
much better.
No, I'm not. Rum with Coke is amazing. Yes, but
Brown
if
Brown
you
is
whiskey,
have
whiskey,
to,
you
Crown
dipshit.
is whiskey.
sorry, I
Canadian
something
whiskey.
else.
Bourbon?
I heard rum.
you
not
think
Crown, sorry.
bourbon with whiskey is or bourbon with soda is the best Coca-Cola?
If you're
Here's the-
doing
here's the
bourbon with
thing is-
soda, you're a dumbass.
Yeah, I like I like to
Don't do bourbon
drink
with soda.
my whiskey, but if I have to mix it with Coke, I'm taking Jack and Coke.
Shut up.
I
I knew
hate
someone
you.
was gonna fucking I know.
Tommy, you said you hated brandy. I'm gonna next
Yeah,
time
not a
you
huge fan.
get next time you get a chance, maybe I don't know what brandy you've had, but Corbel, you do need to. I would recommend
Corbel.
trying a good brandy. and it's not like
I
top
was,
shelf,
dude, I was
but
so
it's
fucked up. Like
pretty
it wasn't worth drinking the brandy. Like at
I'm
the
gonna put
point that
another
we
one
had
on my
had the
list.
brandy.
All right, what you got?
In
What you got?
the same realm of like off-brand liquors, Admiral Nelson.
Oh,
rum
that's-
that's
yeah.
like Captain Morgan.
Captain Morgan's fucked up cousin.
Yeah.
That's number three.
Not to be confused with Sailor Jerry. I like.
I was
Sailor
gonna say, and then his his uncle Sailor Jerry. Watch out for that fucking guy
But
too.
Admiral Nelson is absolute dog shit. Admiral Nelson and Evan Williams can vie for that 2 spot
Mhm.
there.
Absolutely, without a doubt.
Yeah.
What's the
Fantastic cocktail.
Burton's? Is that what I'm thinking of? The vodka,
Barton's. Barton's.
Barton's vodka. Oh
Yeah.
man. Well,
Bad day in
that's bad
paradise.
stuff. Yeah, that's bad
No,
stuff.
no. You know what else is worse? Congress vodka. You ever had
They don't
that?
drink
No,
vodka.
Sounds
in
like a St.
Congress.
Louis thing.
Sounds,
Down SEMO. So.
sounds like
Who
some
knows?
scummy Eastern Missouri thing.
Yeah. And then I'll go ahead and throw Fireball in there because I fucking hate Fireball.
Yeah, you could. That's universal. You could throw Fireball in there
Can't
too.
stand Fireball.
Which is crazy
good
because
with Mountain Dew.
The Jim Beam version of like Fireball is very good, but Fireball itself is garbage.
It does go good with Mountain Dew though.
It's your
Surprisingly, it
opinion.
goes really good with Dr. Pepper too.
I've yet to like hear that something doesn't go good with Mountain Dew.
The
Because I've heard beer goes good with Mountain Dew. I've heard if
Well,
you
that
pour
was-
like a light beer into a Mountain Dew, it tastes good.
Well, so that was the originality for Mountain Dew. I don't if you guys don't know this or the listener doesn't know this. The Mountain Dew,
Listener.
No one listens.
The listener.
Mountain Dew was created to be a mixer for whiskey based
Moonshine.
liquors. And so that was the original creation point, was to be a mixer for anything that was whiskey based.
Add that Mountain Dew to that mountain water, son. Get you nice and good like.
The only iteration of Fireball that I've actually found palatable is the Cinnamon Toast Crunch. So Fireball and rum
Makes
chata.
sense.
That's diabolical.
That
It's
checks out.
delicious. It really is.
That's
But
diabolical.
the cinnamon whiskey on its own can get bent.
What about you guys? You guys were talking about Crown a lot. Are you a flavored Crown guy? Like I'm scarred from Crown Apple. Can't drink it.
I
So
can, I
the-
can see
Some
that
Crown
because
flavors are
it's-
good, but I mean, the original Crown you can't beat that.
Original
I
Crown's
just-
good. Crown Vanilla is really good. I'm not a fan of the peach, but the blackberry is really good.
I
And
just
if you-
tried the
Blackberry's
blackberry.
really good.
The blackberry's really good, but if you want something quick in a can, you don't want beer, but you do want a liquor, the Crown cans,
Yeah,
lemonade.
those are
The
good.
lemonade Crown mix in a can,
Huh.
that's actually
Dude, Crown
pretty
goes
good.
so good with lemonade. It's insane.
Crown and
And
And that's
pineapple.
why I
insane.
really like to mix like the flavored ones, like a blackberry
Mhm.
Crown with my own fresh homemade lemonade.
Oh, I bet
You
that's
like Maker's
decent.
Mark?
I tried it with
It's
Sprite and
expensive.
I didn't like it. I liked the blackberry straight up more than I liked it with Sprite.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I
would
like
agree.
Seagram's. Seagram's and 7-Up, dude. Delicious.
Just 7 and 7.
7
man.
and 7.
7 and 7. Yeah, but that's a great drink.
That's was my mom's go-to drink if she wasn't drinking wine. Good old 7.
That is your mom's
Yeah.
go-to drink. I remember that.
That's and Seagram's is cheap too. Seagram's is cheap.
No, I'm not. I wasn't meaning that like she was a
menopause.
drinker.
Wait, I'm not supposed to
I
say
wasn't meaning like. I wasn't meaning she was a drinker. I was just. I remember when we
Ugh.
the
Yes, she
few
is a
times
drinker.
I
What do
would
you
go
mean?
out with your
My
mom.
mom is a drinker.
My father
trying to be nice.
was a drinker.
My family drinks.
And every time he'd come home,
7 and 7 is the
Sissy
only.
got 3 DUIs, homie. Like what?
most people
Oh.
quit. Most people
Was
quit.
though.
Quit drinking when they get.
She
She could have made the. She could have made the Georgia football team.
Legal system. What?
She could have made the Georgia football team. That many DUIs.
Yeah. Based on how many DUIs she had.